Greetings, beloved. This is Ella. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
All right, I'm fine.
Good, good, good. I'm calling you for your 5 p.m. appointment.
Yep, and I've been waiting.
Oh, great, great, great.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, my love. So have you ever received a psychic medium reader, or should I explain to you how I conduct sessions?
I seen your everything on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you've seen
I
my...
seen the process on YouTube.
Okay, all right, all right. So I don't have to explain in details, but what I do like to what I do like to tell my clients is that your spirit guides are going to begin to tell me things about you from the past, present, and
Okay.
future tense. So everything is going to be from different timelines, and I'm going to tap into different things that happen to you only for you to further assist yourself on this spiritual journey in any event, okay?
Okay.
So the first thing that's coming, So the first thing that's coming up with you is, what they're saying is this is the time now for you to be a student. Instead of always expressing yourself, or instead of, you always, providing your input on certain things, learn to listen, or rather, now is your time to listen and observe. In any event, and to the extent that you listen and observe, your psychic abilities would now begin to heighten. The crystal, do you work with crystals?
Yes.
Lapis lazuli is
Uh-huh.
coming up with you for you, beloved, and also clear quartz is coming up for you. So I'm not sure if you,
Okay.
I'm not sure if you are someone that is into strong meditation or is trying to increase their psychic abilities in any event, but what they're saying is he is on a path of higher consciousness, or rather he is on a path of illumination. I'm seeing that you may be like, I don't know if you are a crystal child or a indigo child in any event, but I'm definitely seeing that the pineal gland, or rather your pineal gland, is opening, and
Okay.
one of the tools that they say, or rather your spirit guides is saying, is work with lapis lazuli. It will provide you with communication from the spirit realm or from your ancestors in any event. Also, the Orisha, I'm not sure if you are familiar with different Orishas, but
I
Obatala,
am.
Obatala is coming through for you right now, as well as
Okay.
Ogun. Obatala is
Who?
definitely Ogun.
And Ogun. Okay.
Okay. Obatala is definitely coming up, and he feels like more so like he's saying that he is your spiritual godfather, and he is the one that
Oh.
takes you. He is the one that takes you through the rites of passage. So Obatala basically he's actually the father of all Orishas, but he's saying that he is your spiritual godfather, and he is guiding you through this journey as well. So did your grandfather make the transition as well, or you still have a
I don't
grandfather
need.
living?
I really don't know. I don't know. I'd have a picture of my grandfather on my father's side, but
Yes.
I don't know who the pitch. I don't know who my grandfather on my mother's side is.
No, I'm talking about that one from your grandfather's side. I'm feeling more so like he
From
is.
my father's side.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I've seen he's red, dark, and tall.
Okay, that's fine. But what I'm conveying to you,
Okay.
is that he feels like a reincarnation, or he feels like that grandfather spirit. Rather, it is your grandfather coming through as Obatala.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
I told you, listen, listen to the messages, right? Listen to what's happening
Uh
here.
huh.
Yes, my love, and I'm going to allow you to express yourself and ask questions, but these are the messages that's
Okay.
coming through. These are the messages that's coming through right now. So in any event, you can do one or two things is what they're saying. You can rather one
Uh huh.
set up an additional altar for Obatala, or two, you want to feed your grandfather there some white candles. Put some white candles on your altar for your grandfather, as well as just some water. Those two tools will be enough for you to keep that communication with your ancestors in any event. And then Ogun is coming through as like your protection, your protective force. I'm not sure if you are married, but marriage is definitely
Yes, I am.
okay. See, there you go. So in any event, protection in terms of your marriage, or protection in terms of just keeping that love affair, or love relationship intact. So you want to protect your family in any event. So Ogun, for some reason Ogun is coming through for that in any event, for your wife or whatnot. Is she spiritual as well?
Yes.
Okay. So she's the
Mhm.
one. Yeah, she's the one. That Ogun energy is definitely attracted to that, and I'm feeling like more so you may be Ogun reincarnated. So I'm not sure if you are.
What?
Yeah, I'm just telling you what it is that's coming through. I'm not sure again if you are you're into like metals or crystals, like this is what you're deeply into, or rather.
I am.
Okay, so then I'm just telling you the energy that I'm picking up with you, and what it relates on the Orisha level is what your spirit guides is saying. So more so you have that like Ogun protection, and that fight or flight type of aura with you. So in any event, when you have like if you in any event go through like an internal battle, is what they're saying, like not understanding, or rather trying to find answers to certain questions. You want to set up an altar for Ogun to help you go through those internal battles, or even battling with court, or the system, or whatever it is, dealing with protection, and dealing with battling, and dealing with also grounding yourself, and also making jewelry. If you are a jewelry maker, making jewelry is something that you want to get with Ogun with that. Definitely want to get with Ogun with that. They're speaking to me about Tuesdays and Thursdays, which are your sacred days. So if you are pouring libation, or you want to get in tune, or rather connect with the spirit realm, Tuesdays and Thursdays is definitely the day to call on us. Is what I'm picking up, or rather is what they're saying. Tuesdays and Thursdays is the specific, or rather the sacred days to call on us. Let me see. Thursday is your D. Thursday is Jupiter. Okay, Thursday relates to the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Okay, and opportunities and abundance. Anytime, okay, so that will make sense. Yep. Anytime you want to, so then that's perhaps, and again, you may be on this path of higher consciousness and expansion, and spirituality. So those two particular days are the ones that you, or rather they saying that is more sacred. And then when you speak about Tuesday, Tuesday is, hold on, Lindy Monty. Tuesday is Mars Day. So it's action, it's passion, it's fiery. So what is your sign?
Libra.
Oh, you know what? You are my last client, and I had 5 clients today. One was a Scorpio, all Libras.
What?
Yeah. All of them, all Libras. But this is what's interesting, right? You are a Libra, but guess what? Your opposite sign is Aries. Aries is ruled
Uh-huh.
by Aries is ruled by what? Planet Mars. So that's perhaps why Tuesday, you're related, you relate to Tuesday in any event when you want to communicate with the spirit realm, because that is your opposite sign. And then Aries deals with I am, with the code I am. I believe Libra is I balance. So I balance and I
Oh, okay.
am. You understand that concept?
Uh-huh.
Yes. So I am that I am, you are that I am. So I am deals with higher forces, spirituality, higher consciousness in any event. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I had to let this lady know I was here.
Okay. All right. So in any event, beloved, this would make sense in terms of why they are speaking to me about you um having these sacred days on Tuesdays, because Tuesdays deals with Mars, and Mars deals with the concept of God or I am. In any event. So Tuesdays and Thursdays is your sacred days. Put up a white candle. Put that white candle for your grandfather. For your grandfather. On these particular days as well, because he has like that, energy of Obatala. Are you fighting any court issues or legal matters or anything like that?
I hope not. I know I was in a car accident and
Oh, okay.
through my job, and I don't know if they're handling that, but I personally haven't. I don't have any court issues, but maybe that's a court issue
Yeah,
because
that's a
if
court.
they're still dealing with it.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So that's why Obatala is coming up. That's definitely because you
Okay.
want it to work in your favor, right? You want it to work in your favor. You want it to be what you want it to be, right? You want to get compensated. So in any event, beloved, on a spiritual level, or what they're saying is even visualizing yourself winning, or even visualizing even visualizing this working out for your highest good will be, will be
Okay.
good. Mhm.
But the thing with that, I think they settled it because I had got my work van fixed, so
Oh, they settled it
they
already?
probably said, yeah, unless it's something else that I don't know anything about. They had settled it.
Okay, but remember
Uh,
when remember as I mentioned, your spirit guides are gonna tell me things about you from the past, present, and future. So this
yep, I
might be
heard you.
like
Yeah.
this may be like, but it's coming up. It's just coming up in this reading. But are you satisfied with your settlement?
I didn't even get it. That was through the job. The job. They paid the job because I was in a company truck. But I wouldn't benefit anything from it because I was in their vehicle and they settled it with my job, and the job I don't they got it fixed. They got the side of my vehicle fixed. So I
Oh,
don't
so
know if
then
it
it
was a
so
thing
then it
of
worked so then it worked in your favor. You got what you wanted.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. It don't really have to be monetary purposes. If you got compensated, or
Mhm.
you don't have to come out your pocket, in any event,
No.
then you good. Then
Yep.
you yeah. So then you good. So all is well. So that's coming up. Give me a second. Your wife, how many children you have? Children?
I have two.
You having another one?
Not that I know of.
Oh.
You
How
see
old is your?
another one?
I see your wife pregnant. How old is your younger? It might be past. How old is your youngest baby?
My youngest one, he's 12.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it's time for you guys. Oh yeah, yeah. It's another one may be coming up. Yeah, definitely. It's time now. It's time now. Another one may be
Yeah, I have
coming up.
one that's 13. I have one that's 13 and one that's 12.
Oh, so you had it back to back. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart. But I'm just seeing this baby, in the womb
Oh,
actually.
okay.
I'm seeing this child, this
Wow.
baby in the womb, and I'm also feeling like that's his wife. That's his wife. So again, it could be a past where I'm seeing her when she was pregnant. Um, but I'm more of me is feeling like this is gonna happen in the near future. And it could be a
Okay.
girl. Uh huh. Uh
Yeah,
huh.
that'd be something there.
I mean, everything happens naturally. Everything happens
That's right.
naturally. Everything happens naturally. Everything happens by divine appointment. Things happen when you least expect it. So that's
That's
coming
true.
up. Uh-huh. Everything happens when you least expect it. They're telling me that your wife at times worry. She wants to stop worrying. What they're saying, tell her to stop worrying. Tell her to stop worrying. I don't know what it is that she worries about, or she gets
Yeah,
um
she's been worrying a lot. Um, I think so much with the kids, and she had like she was in a how would you say, she was in a Islamic way of life.
okay.
She was a Muslim all her life, and she didn't have all the different benefits of a lot of things, and she wants that same thing to them. She don't want them to fail or be in a situation like she was in.
Mm. Mm.
And she's stressing, like, because we had some rocky moments and stuff like
Of
that.
course.
We separated. I met somebody else,
Mhm.
and then we got back together, and it's just been a rocky road because how we got together where we were put together. It
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
something that I met her and we met each other. It was we were put together by someone.
Okay.
So
But I'm feeling more so that there's a divine connection between you and your wife. Regardless if
yeah,
you say that again.
she's a Gemini.
Oh, okay. So then that's the spiritual aspect and the physical aspect. But besides that,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's all well. It's all well. I'm speaking from her aura and I'm speaking from her heart. And that's
Okay.
perhaps why she is in tune. When I asked you if she's spiritual, you say yes. Geminis are the natural channelers, so they're very good with intuition. And as a matter of fact, when I say that she's the one for you is because you guys are compatible in a way where you both are air signs. But if you choose to go your separate ways for some reason or somehow, just know that she has a divine spirit, and she's good. She's good, and again, just because she's a good person or whatnot doesn't mean that she's a good person for you. And we all know that, people come into our life for many different reasons, and people come into our lives for seasons, and people come into our lives so that we can fulfill an emotional assignment. And once that emotional assignment has been fulfilled, it is now time for you to go your separate ways. But in terms of you and her, relationships and marriages is always like that. And as a matter of fact, all of the Libras that I've read today, their focus was relationships. Focus was
Wow.
relationships. One sister had just had a child, and she's dealing with an issue with her mate. And then another one, has been married, for 8 years, and she now wants to go her separate ways because deep down in her soul, she's feeling like, hey, this man is not for me. In any event, and he's actually an Aquarius, and that's another air sign. So, yeah, so again, the energy between you and your mate here, I'm feeling like it is a divine energy. But again, as you grow into spirituality and consciousness, sometimes you tend to grow apart, and that's fine as well. Her being called your wife is just a status. You get what I'm saying? That's just a status. But in any event, what your spirit guides is saying is to tell her to stop worrying. She want to work with lavender essential oils, and she also want to work with, she said, they said lavender essential oil, lemongrass, and also clary sage. And again, this session has been recorded, so you don't have to write anything down. So again,
Okay.
we have lavender, we have lemongrass, and we have clary sage. In any event, so whenever she's going through her, like, her ups and downs, or rather, OCD, if she has that, you want to, she wants to calm herself with those particular essential oils. And them Geminis, they, one day they're good, and
Yeah.
then the next day they just snap, something like a Pisces.
Yep.
You have any questions, my love?
Do I? Cause I'm on this journey. You know how you think that because you were in religion, and I kind of know all the different major religions, and I thought I was there. But then I started going within and realized I'm like starting all over again.
Yes. Yes. Yes, correct.
So now when they said something, when they said about learning to listen, I know that was one of my things I've been trying to work on, and stop giving advice to everyone and start taking time for myself and starting to listen.
Yes. Yes.
I had what is my connection to Oshun?
Your connection to Oshun, let me tell you, Ogun used to be married to Oshun. So Ogun, the deity that I said that is a reincarnation of you.
Yes.
She used to be. That was her and Oshun. Him, Ogun and Oshun used to be once with each other. So you're gonna have that marital attraction to Oshun, because, as I said to you, I feel like you are a reincarnation of his aura, his energy. So, when's your birthday actually? What's your date?
October 7th.
Oh, you're the 7. Okay, you're the 7. Okay, so we're dealing with Christ. I'm picking up number 5 with you for in any event. Number 5, dealing with change. Unexpected changes. During dealing with being spontaneous. At times as well.
Okay.
But in any event, the reason why I asked is I perhaps and I think that, oh, you, okay, give me a second. You are 10 7, so 10 and 1 and 7 is 8, and 8 deals with Baba Obatala. Okay, so I understand that. But going back to your attraction, or rather your connection with Oshun, or anything of that nature, is more so of like a relationship thing. It's more so like a relationship thing. So what you can do is, what she's saying to me is that what you can do is, in order for you, and oh, there you go, in order for you to attract your mate, or in order for you to, find love, and I know you already have found love, but in order for you to find love or attract your mate, you want to set up an altar for Oshun, to help you find that love. But you already have a mate. But this relates to when I said that Ogun is with you, or you have that energy of Ogun for what? Protection of family and protection of your marriage.
Okay.
So you being the protector of family, protector of marriage, as the energy of Ogun, then now you are asking me, what is your relationship to Oshun? And I'm telling you that Oshun has this, this marital of, relationship with Ogun. And what she's saying is, in order, only set up, or not only, but it will be best for you to set up an altar for her if you're looking for love. So that love, that marriage, her helping you to find a woman, and you having that, energy of Ogun, which is the protection of marriage, that's the relationship right there. You being the protector of
Okay.
the woman, and her finding the woman for you, or finding the love for you.
Okay.
That's that. Because again, Oshun and Ogun was once one, a couple, probably before Shango, or probably after.
Okay.
Mhm.
I wanted to know who was I in my past life.
Let me see if that comes through. Let me see if that comes through. Um, are you into martial arts and stuff?
When I was a kid, yes, I was
Yeah.
into it heavy when I was little. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Um, I'm feeling like in one of your past life, and it might be a recent past life, you were a trainer, a martial arts trainer where you train in nature. You know, like a ninja. Like a
Yeah.
ninja where you studied, where you what they're saying is where you study different animals, and you study the animal kingdom and the nature kingdom, and you was able to incorporate all of these different things. That's why I asked you about the crystals in nature with you. You were one of the martial artists, or one that is a protector, and that just goes back to that Ogun energy. That just goes back to that Ogun energy. So the only thing that's coming up with you right now, dealing with one of your past life, is you just being a protector, a fighter, in any event, a warrior, going to war, a protector of the village, protector of your village, a king in that way where people respected you, someone of royalty is what they're saying. And let me tell you, you had many children. You had many children. Yeah. You had many children in your past life because you could do that. Because you was just that person that
Okay.
you were just royal, and it's like the Muhammad Ali story. Muhammad Ali, he's so ill. He was
Yeah.
so ill. He had children with many different women because he could just do that. You understand? And he'll knock you out in a heartbeat. That's how the energy is coming through for you. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's perhaps
I
why.
wanted to. Oh,
So
okay.
that's perhaps why, as a child, that's perhaps why now, as a child, that was the first thing that you got involved with. Because as a child, you get involved with things that you are already familiar with, or you feel like you're good at. So that's what it is. Yeah. Because you're tapping in.
You know what's interesting about that
Yes.
is I wasn't. I walked in there just to be walking in and seeing what they was doing, and I ended up being a part of the group. I was like, I wasn't even into it, and I just said I can do that.
Right. Easy. Because you know what it is? What they're saying is memory cells. You have what is known as memory cells. So once you seen it, something was activated inside of you, and you was like, oh shoot, I could do this too. I remember this. I remember how to do this. You know what I'm saying? So you automatically get involved with something that you know or you're familiar with, and you do it at ease. And that's perhaps why you was so good at it, or heavy in it, when you was a child. You would be good at it right now. If you ask me, if you get back into it, you would be very good at it right now, because that was something or someone that who you were in one of your past lives.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And then when you went back and you said about, I was saying when I meditate, I'm seeing this old man with gray twists, with white gray twists, with like a robe on, and also one I was seeing was sitting on a throne.
Okay, so white gray twist, right? Well, it could be locks, first and foremost.
Yeah, they
right?
were white locks, long white locks.
Right. White locks, and what color was the robe?
White.
Thank you. That's Obatala.
Oh.
Yes.
He came in there strong too. One time I was meditating, and I have meditation through the speakers. So the speakers start rattling and all types of stuff. I was like, ooh.
Okay, my spirit is telling me to go get the book, because I need to read I need to give you some more information on Obatala because he came to you already. So I'm feeling more so like again your even the energy of your grandfather, him being reincarnated through him, or rather him being just separate from him. Um, there's
Okay.
definitely a connection with you and Obatala. And as I mentioned to you before, he is the one that is going to guide you through this journey. Guide you. So he's basically one of your spirit guides,
Okay.
or your spiritual godfather. So if you give me a second, let me just go grab my book
Okay.
so I can provide you with more information on Obatala. Are you can I
All
do
right.
that?
Thank you.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yes.
Yes. I love when Obatala comes through though. It's you know why I love when Obatala comes through because it makes me feel like it's like the ones that he comes through for is like an old soul type of thing. So I'm saying
Okay.
that to say that you yourself, we are all old souls, we're all ancient, but I don't know, it's just like he's just like he chooses he definitely chooses certain people. He definitely chooses
Okay.
certain people to work with. In any event, so let me tell you. Blah 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 blah. Here goes this. Here goes this. Oshun thing. I mean Ogun thing, and it says his spirit allies is Eshu Elegwa. Ogun adores Oshun. Relationships with Yemaya, Oya, and Erzuli Donton could be positive or tense. Some, although not all, traditions considered Ogun and Shango to be bitter rivals who should be kept far from each other. So, like I said, Ogun, his number is 3 and 7, and his day is Wednesday, sometimes Tuesday. His planet is Mars. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That Ogun energy is definitely with you. And then two, Ogun's favorite people. Ogun is patron of all those who work with metals, including miners, tattoos, artists, circumcision, construction workers, jewelry makers, smiths, steel workers,
Yeah.
butchers, surgeons, drivers. Aren't you a driver? You said something about driving.
I'm a cable installer.
Oh, there you
Cable
go.
TV installer.
There you go. You a Kate. There you go.
Mhm.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? Pilots and railroad workers. So yeah, put that old goon energy up, as well. Give me a second. You want to for his offerings? We're gonna get to Obatala too, but
Okay.
for his offerings, you want to give him red candles, cigars, rum, palm wine, whiskey, overproof rum, salt, dragon blood, incense, metals, chains, metal tools, which you already have your metal tools, right? And that'll be good. And that would definitely be good. Offer roasted yams, red beans, red rice, mangoes, and or meat. Is good for
Okay.
Ogun. I felt that. I said you are a reincarnation of Ogun. I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that with you. So, going to Obatala, right? Because Obatala has came to you in a vision during meditation, correct?
Mhm.
And he has came through within this reading. So, Obatala, Orisha of creation and healing, is the calm, cool spirit of serenity, a peacemaker and lawgiver. Obatala is the just judge, a spirit of righteous kindness and justice. What are you? Aren't you a Libra?
A Libra.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you. He is gentle.
This is so powerful.
Yeah, he is gentle. He is gentle, wise, and incredibly patient. Libras are mostly wise. They. My mom is a Libra. So uh, Obatala was entrusted with crafting human bodies. The supreme creator breathes life into the form of Obatala's craft. Obatala either became careless or overly creative. He began crafting images that did not exactly correspond to the blueprint the creator gave him, which is, I guess, the mother creator. Obatala invented blindness and various birth defects. In consequence, Obatala's priests and devotees never drink palm wine. Obatala is responsible for the well-being of those considered his children, which is the albinos, the blind, the lame, or mute, and those possessing anything classified as a birth defect, rather visible or not. Um, Obatala is present in cool white substances. Obatala owns everything white, including bones. The following contains his essence. You have cacarilla powder, you have cocoa butter, you have cotton, you have shea butter, you have pure white cloth, which he came to you in pure white cloth, right? Obatala, Obatala encourages his devotees to maintain their cool, just like he does. He favors those who are calm and collected, just like a damn Libra, or at least striving to be, or at least striving to be. Bad tempers, rude outbursts, impatient, and unpleasant attitudes tend to distance him. He won't do anything mean to you. He'll just stay away. Obatala, and that's the scales. That's, balance. You gotta find balance within yourself. So if your scales is tipped off, then he's not gonna resurrect, or rather realign himself with you. It's because you are now on this path of higher consciousness, and you are, listening to your own spirit, is what your spirit guides are saying. This is how come you are now getting in contact or connecting with Obatala, because he resonates the humbleness in you, is what they're saying, right? So Obatala is also invoked to calm tempers and situations, so that clear-headed judgments may be formed or obtained. Obatala is invoked for favorable legal judgment and help with legal matters. Ask him to encourage others, like a judge, to consider you with mercy and compassion. Obatala is also synchronized to Jesus Christ. Now let me tell you why. Let me tell you why that is a connection with you, right? Um, Jesus Christ resonates with the number 7. Jesus is Jesus just mean Jesus. Jesus just mean Heru. Heru just mean Horus, the Christ, right? The illuminated one, right? Now you have what is known as December 25th, right? 2 and 5, right? 2 plus 5 is what?
2 and 5 is 12. Oh, you said 2 and 5 is 7.
Correct. And you're born what on the 7th?
October 7th, yes.
Correct. You see what I'm talking about? You see with the connection? Right. So what they're saying is Obatala is synchronized to Jesus Christ. So it's, it will be normal, if anybody, I don't know, everyone does readings differently, but with me, this is how I give it up. I get down to the bottom line of certain things in any event. So
I noticed. I've seen your videos and I appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. Now, his manifestation, Obatala is usually envisioned as an androgynous being with long white hair, wearing pure white garment. That is exactly the way you've seen him. His color is white. His animals is white elephants and snails. His bird is white dove. His metals is silver and white metal. Sometimes white gold, platinum, and titanium. His day, the day that is good for him, is on a Sunday, which makes sense. Why? Because when you talk about Sunday, we talking about SON, like the Son, the Christ, right? You talking about Ra.
Yes.
You talking about the all-seeing eye. So when you talk about the all-seeing eye, you talking about Heru. So everything is in synchronicity with one another. All right. So sacred sites. Obatala lives atop of the mountain peaks, especially those always dusted with white snow. Offerings may be delivered to him there. Offerings you can offer Obatala. Offerings is Obatala drinks water. Oh, remember when I said offer him that water with the two white candles, right? So Obatala drinks water.
Wow, I was there.
Huh?
I was just saying, on my altar, I have two white candles, and I have water, and I have a picture of my father on there.
So then you already, so then this is confirmation for you then.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
But I just didn't know. My whole thing was, I'm trying to get to the point where I want to know exactly, I guess a Libra, I like balancement, I like structure, I like things to be able to make sense.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be people I see on YouTube placing stuff on all this stuff on altars and I don't think they really understand what they're actually putting on there. I wanted to know what was for me, who I should be putting on my altar. And I want to be able to do things in order. I don't want to be out here just doing stuff and messing myself up. I want to have structure on exactly who I should be dealing with and what I actually supposed to be doing. Trying to be in line.
And as you should. And that is an example of going with what your spirit wants, or rather resonating with the creator inside of you, because that's why a lot of people come to me with, help me to make, set my altar up, or how should I go about that, because you don't want to play with this. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to you just don't want to put any and anything up on your altar which doesn't complement the spirit realm. So again, beloved, you already have an altar set up for your father, and rather your grandfather in any event. You want to keep it that way. Why? Because you know them personally. Now, Obatala came through in your vision and came through in this session here. So I would say that it is safe for you to even give him these offerings, or set up an altar in his name, or with his energy. Now, you don't have to go crazy.
Exclusive altar.
That's what I was just about to say.
Should this be an exclusive exclusive altar, or the same one I have my father on?
I feel like you should do it the give me a second.
Okay.
I want you to do it separate.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, I want you to do it separate. I'm feeling like they may be the same energy, but I definitely want you to do it separate to begin with, and see what happens when you start it off like that. Do it separate in any event. So every Sunday, whatever you got going on for your father and stuff now, that's good. Keep it. You're on the right path. I already confirmed that. Now with Obatala, his offerings is Obatala drinks water, milk, and coconut milk. Do not give him palm wine. Do not give him palm wine. He accepts white rice, coconuts, bananas, white bread, white cornbread, white sugar, and white flowers. Extravagant offerings includes charms or jewelry craft from some of his more expensive metals. So, remember when I spoke to you about you being at Ogun energy, right?
Yes.
Ogun, we just read that, we just came off that energy information that Ogun is a jewelry maker, right?
Yes.
So again, one of the skills that you can tap into is jewelry making, if you desire in the near future. And then when you begin to do this jewelry making, and it could be for yourself, you don't have to, be trying to sell jewelry or sell crystals. You don't got to do that. You can do it for your own sacred thing. Once you begin to do this, you can put your jewelry craft on his altar as well, because he does accept silver and white metal, white gold, platinum, and titanium. So that is another offering that you could give to him. So again, when you want to set up this altar for him, whenever your spirit leads you to do so, these are the particular things that you can give to him without fucking around.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
Without.
cause that's why something with meditation was telling me don't dive deep into
Yes.
stuff until you actually understand it and know what you're doing. And so that's why I kind of backed off on. I was starting to read, wanting to know a lot about the Orisha, but then I just something told me like, hold up for a minute. Don't you're going to hold up for a minute
Yeah.
and understand what actually what's going on before you start diving deep.
Well, I'm glad that, and remember, what was the first thing I said to you? You have learn to listen. Learn to listen.
Yes.
So you are listening to the higher voice, the supreme God that is in you. You're listening. So to the extent that you continue to listen is to the extent that you're going to get far along your journey. So instead of you yapping, it's time for you to hibernate. And there's nothing wrong with sharing your thoughts and sharing what you know, but you do that to those that are on your level. You are not the one to try to uplift anybody at this particular moment now. It takes too much time, it takes too much energy, and it takes too much back and forth. You ain't got time for that. What you should be doing now, what I would recommend for you to do now, not should you, I can't tell you what you should be doing or whatever, but, or tell you what to do, I could recommend you to begin just listening to that, that supreme God in you, and just, go with the flow, and all will go well. You already have an altar for your papa and even your grandfather. That's good. Keep it simple like that. Obatala came through. Obatala came through. Letting you know that he is working with you and he's with you. You want to set up an altar for him, as I just gave you the offerings. That's good as well. Now, if something else comes up, say that again.
Did my father or any of my grandparents come through?
I'm more so feeling like this again. When I said to you, about the Obatala energy, I said to you, it feels like it is your grandfather reincarnated, or the energy of your grandfather, or it even could be the energy of your father, coming through as that Obatala energy. So in
I
terms,
can understand that.
yeah. So rather it's your father or it's your grandfather, it definitely has to do with that masculine side, because the voice that came to me when he came through is saying that I'm his spiritual godfather. So you could break that down. You can break that down in any way, in many different ways. God is just meaning the supreme source, right? And if you are on the other side, that could be God, right? And he's saying Father. So it's definitely a relationship between father and son, between rather you and Obatala or whatever. It's definitely that type of relationship happening. So when you ask,
I can understand that.
if you ask, yeah. So when you asking, when you asking about, oh, if any of my father came through, I'm feeling like Obatala is a